Most traders are sitting there staring at 15-minute charts all day, wondering why they keep getting faked out. And the answer is actually really simple. They don't have a framework for reading the day before it happens. That's exactly what the 7-hour time frame daily profiling concept solves. And once you understand this, the way you look at the market will completely change. What's up, everyone? So today we're going deep into one of the cleanest concepts I've come across in a long time. The 7-hour candle daily profile. This was originally created and taught by AM. I'm going to give you the full picture. What this concept actually is, how the 6 profiles work, and how you use this in real trading. That's it. Let's get into it. So here's the foundation. Every single trading day is split into 3 major sessions: Asia, London, and New York. And here's the thing most people overlook. By the time New York opens at 8 a.m. Eastern, you already have everything you need to call the direction of that session. You're not guessing. You're reading what already happened. Asia sets the context. It gives you the initial range, the box the market was trapped in overnight. London either confirms, sweeps, or consolidates that range. This is the most important part of your day to watch. And then the 8 a.m. hourly candle, that's your final signal. That one candle at 8 a.m. Eastern is like the market giving you its last clue before New York opens. So the 7-hour candle, it basically encompasses the Asia and London sessions combined. Think of it as your daily bias candle. Instead of just reading a traditional daily candle, you're zooming in on those 7 hours and reading what price did to frame where New York is going. Super clean, super mechanical. Now this framework breaks down into 6 profiles: P1, P1B, P2, P3, P4, and P4B. Let me walk through each one and tell you what it actually means for your trading. Profile 1, P1. Asia sets direction, London expands in that same direction. New York just continues. So if Asia was running up and London pushed further up, this is a trending day. New York comes in and keeps going. You're looking for pullback entries in the direction of the move. Don't overcomplicate it. You just need to not fight it. Profile 1B, P1B. Similar to P1, but here's the difference. London doesn't expand. London consolidates inside the Asia range. It doesn't go anywhere. And then New York comes in and continues in Asia's direction anyway. This is a slower build. The trap people fall into here is thinking nothing's happening during London, and then they miss the entire New York move. Watch for the consolidation that's actually the tell. Profile 2. P2. This is one of the most common and probably the one traders get the most out of. London sweeps the Asia extreme. So if Asia printed a range, London runs through the high or the low of that range and then reverses. New York then follows London's direction. Classic Judas swing. London fakes one way, liquidity gets grabbed above or below Asia, and then price flips. This is your OHLC day. Open, low, high, close, or open, high, low, close, depending on direction. The confirmation you're looking for is a change in the state of delivery on the hourly time frame during London. Once that prints, New York expansion becomes your trade. Profile 3P3. Both Asia and London consolidate. Nobody goes anywhere. The range is tight. And then the 8 a.m. candle sweeps both extremes. It takes out liquidity on both sides, and then New York reverses hard. This is manipulation at its finest. You'll see this on days where everyone's confused because the market's just sitting there doing nothing. And then suddenly it rips and they're late. The 8 a.m. candle is your tell on P 3 days. Watch it closely. Profile 4. P4. Asia and London are aligned, moving in the same direction. But then New York comes in, sweeps the London extreme, takes out the high or the low that London formed, and then reverses. Price lures in the breakout traders following London's direction, grabs their stops, and then moves the other way. This is exactly why blindly following London's trend into New York gets you hurt on P4 days. Profile 4B. P4B. This is P4's quieter version. Asia and London are still aligned, but New York reverses without even sweeping the London extreme. No liquidity grab. Price just turns. This one's trickier to catch early, but if you're aware it exists, you're not sitting there holding a trade wondering why it's going against you. Okay, so how do you actually apply this? Because knowing the profiles is one thing. Using them is another. The framework is top-down. Your weekly profile tells you the narrative first. Are we in an expansion week, a reversal, a consolidation? You figure that out before anything else. Then the daily profile is just confirmation of that narrative. You don't trade daily profiles in isolation. That's where a lot of people go wrong. If your weekly context says we're going up this week, and then you see a P2 forming, London sweeping the lows and reversing bullish, that's alignment. That's high probability. That's your trade. But if London is expanding massively in one direction and exhausting the daily range before New York even opens, that's your warning sign. London took everything. New York's got nothing left to give you. Stay out. The profile is invalidated. Your prediction window is basically 8:59 Eastern, before New York officially opens. That's your moment to assess based on what Asia and London did. Which profile are you in, and what should New York do? Then you wait for your lower time frame confirmation, a change in the state of delivery on the 5 or 15-minute chart, and you execute. You're not predicting every single candle. You're reading a narrative that already printed. That's the whole difference. The reason this framework is so powerful is because it doesn't rely on indicators. It doesn't rely on alerts or signals. It doesn't rely on some algorithm telling you what to do. It's built entirely on session behavior, and session behavior is consistent. Markets have always had manipulation, expansion, and consolidation phases. Asia, London, New York, these aren't arbitrary time windows. These are when real institutional order flow hits the market. Okay, now let's look at some examples for the profiles. Let's start with P1. Profile 1, daily chart first. And what you're seeing here is exactly what a bearish expansion looks like. Multiple large candles closing near their lows, no recovery attempts, no wicks on the bottom suggesting any buying pressure. Sellers are completely in control, session after session. The daily narrative going into this day is simple. Bearish. There's no argument for longs anywhere on this chart. Lock that in and move down. Now on 7-hour chart, read the sessions. Asia opens and immediately trends lower. No consolidation, no back and forth, clean bearish direction set from the very start of the overnight session. Then London opens. And here is what makes this a textbook P1. London doesn't sweep Asia's high. London doesn't reverse. London doesn't consolidate. It just picks up exactly where Asia left off and keeps pushing lower. Same direction, same aggression. By 8 a.m., before New York even opens, the profile is already confirmed. Asia trended bearish. London expanded bearish. That is P1. New York's only job is to continue delivering in the same direction. And that is exactly what it does. No manipulation, no reversal, just pure continuation the entire session. 3 sessions, 1 direction. That is profile 1. Now let's look at our second profile, which is P1B. Pull up the daily chart. What you're seeing here is a market that rallied hard, ran into a significant area, and started rolling over. The candle on this specific day is large and bearish, closing near the absolute low of the session with barely any wick on the bottom. The recovery is over. The daily narrative going into this day is bearish. No reason to be looking for longs. Move down. Now this is where P1B looks different from P1. And this difference is exactly what catches most traders off guard. Look at Asia. It moves slightly bearish. Controlled, quiet, sets a direction but nothing aggressive. Small range, clean. Now look at London. And here is the key thing to notice. London does absolutely nothing. It doesn't expand, it just sits there, consolidating in range the entire session. Small, tight candles going nowhere. Most traders look at that London session and think, nothing is happening today. And they either stop watching or they start looking for random trades. That is the mistake. Because then 8 a.m. hits, New York opens, and that 1-7 HR candle just falls off a cliff, dropping hundreds of points in a single session without looking back. That is profile 1B. Asia set the direction. London did nothing, stayed quiet inside Asia's range. And New York came in and continued Asia's move with full aggression. The consolidation during London wasn't a sign of a dead day. It was the market building pressure before New York released it. Next is P2. Profile 2, daily chart first. And look at what the context is telling you. Price has been recovering strongly. Multiple bullish daily candles closing near their highs, each one stacking on top of the last. The draw on liquidity is clearly above current price. There are untapped highs sitting up there that the market hasn't reached yet. So going into this day, the daily narrative is simple. Bullish. We're looking for longs only. Move down. On 7-hour, Asia opens and moves slightly lower. Quiet, controlled, building a range. Nothing aggressive. Then London opens, and here's where it gets interesting. London dips below Asia's low. It sweeps that level, grabs all the sell stops sitting underneath, and then immediately stalls. That is the manipulation. London just ran the stops of everyone positioned short from the Asia range. Then New York opens, and it goes straight up, aggressively. That 1-7 HR candle tells you everything. London swept low, reversed, and New York delivered bullish the entire session. That is profile 2. London took liquidity from one side, flipped, and New York followed. By 8 a.m., that story was already written. Let's move on to next profile. P3. Profile 3, daily chart. And what you're seeing is a market in consolidation. Mixed candles, wicks both ways, no clean direction, no strong narrative either way. That indecision on the daily is actually your first clue that today could be a trap day. On 7-hour chart, Asia barely moves. Tiny candles, almost no range at all. London does the exact same thing. Sits completely in range, no expansion. Both sessions dead quiet. Then 8 a.m. hits, and that New York candle wicks below the range-grabbing sell stops, and then picks a direction and delivers hard. That is P3. The compression during Asia and London wasn't a dead day. It was liquidity building on both sides. Everyone who chased the initial spike in either direction got trapped. The move only came after both sides were cleared. Now, for our next profile, which is P4, daily chart. Price is recovering bullishly from a significant sell-off. Candles closing near their highs, stacking upward. Bullish narrative. But price is now pushing into a key area overhead. Keep that in mind. On 7-hour chart, Asia pushes bullish. Clean, steady, grind higher. London opens and does exactly the same, continues in Asia's direction, fully aligned, both sessions pointing up. Most traders see this and think P1. Just follow the trend into New York. That is the trap. New York opens, spikes aggressively above London's high, triggers every buy stop and every breakout buyer sitting above it, and then immediately reverses and sells off hard. That is P4. Asia and London aligned bullish, purely to bait longs into a position. New York swept London's extreme, grabbed the liquidity, and flipped. The alignment wasn't a signal to follow. It was bait. Now, our last profile, which is P4B. On daily chart, price topped out after a strong rally and is now distributing large bearish candles closing near lows. Sellers in full control. Bearish narrative, move down. On 7-hour chart, Asia grinds bullish. London continues in the same direction. Both sessions aligned, both pushing higher. Identical setup to P4, but here's the difference. New York never sweeps London's high. There's no spike up, no liquidity grab overhead, no fake out. New York just opens and drops immediately. Direct. No warning. That is P4B. Same alignment as P4, but New York reverses without touching London's extreme at all. And that is exactly what makes it the hardest profile to catch, because the manipulation signal you normally wait for never comes. The entry is right at the open. The moment lower time frame structure confirms the flip. Before you go, I want to show you the top-down example for two profiles, which is P1 and P2. Let's get into our first profile, which is P1. Daily chart first. And it's telling you everything you need to know before the day even starts. Multiple bullish candles stacking cleanly, closing near their highs session after session. Buyers in full control. Narrative is bullish. We move down. On 7-hour chart, read the sessions. 6 p.m. Asia opens and trends bullish. Clean, controlled, clear direction. 1 a.m. London opens and does exactly the same. Continues higher in Asia's direction. No reversal, no sweep, just pure continuation. 8 a.m. New York opens and that 7-hour candle just goes. All three sessions align in one direction. That is P1. By 8 a.m., the story was already written. New York's only job is to deliver. 1-hour chart. During the London session, price consolidates tightly, building energy. Then, right there, that CISD candle. Change in state of delivery. That one candle on the 1 hour confirms buyers stepped in and the structure has shifted bullish. That is your signal that New York expansion is coming. Now, on 15-minute time frame, you can clearly see we got our manipulation low, which is now protected, and I don't want to see price going back to that low. Then we got our CISD for our entry. We enter on next candle of CISD, keeping the stop loss at that low targeting fixed 2R. You can also target your draw on liquidity or nearest one, but I prefer 2R. Now, for next example, which is P2, the most common one. On daily chart, it is our next day from P1, as we can see multiple daily candle closes above highs. So we can still set our bias bullish following that closures. On 7-hour time frame, we can see Asia consolidated. It didn't do much. So for bullish price action, either we want to see a closure above or we wait for a manipulation, which exactly London did. So we ask ourselves, if Asia consolidation and London manipulation, what New York will do? Expansion, right? Now, on 1-hour candle, we see 6 a.m. candle sets the daily low. After that sweep and closing above. Down close candles, which is now our CISD. So now we can assume that next candle, which is 10 a.m. candle, will be an expansion candle, and we want to engage in that. So moving down a 5-minute chart, we can see that multiple candle closures above down close candles from which we want to enter. 10 a.m. opens, moves slightly down, formed a wick, and closed above. I place my order on next candle, keeping my stop loss to that low targeting 2R. This is genuinely one of those things that once it clicks, you can't unsee it. Every day you pull up the chart, you're gonna be reading Asia, watching London, and waiting for that 8 a.m. candle before you do anything. If this video helped you out, drop a like. It genuinely helps the channel grow. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you in the next one.